Okay, so the muscle in this eyebrow is already on fleek, so I wanted y'all to be aware of that. Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sachima. You can call me Chime. If you are interested in how to get these blue brows, stay tuned. Today we're going to do a talk through video on these brows that I'm about to do. I think that since it's summertime, this brow would be a fun thing to try out. We're going to be using these two eyebrow pencils by L'Oreal Paris. This is the Silkaseam line. This is in cobalt blue, and this one is in true teal. So we're going to be blending these together to make us beautiful blue beautiful blue brows. So let's get started. The main color I want is this blue right here. So what I'm doing is very lightly outlining my brows. I really do like these eyebrow pencils, or these eyeliners, these pencils, because they are so pigmented. You really don't have to apply much pressure and the color already comes out. So with color pencils, you have to be a little bit more careful, because if you don't, the color will run on your skin when you're blending out your foundation. So sometimes I would recommend doing color brows last and then lining it up with a foundation color that matches your foundation. Okay, so I'm leaving the front bare because I'm gonna go back and blend everything in. To let y'all know, I need to wax my eyebrows or trim them or something, because it's been a minute since I have. I'm gonna say like 8 months. My eyebrows don't grow fast. Well, they do, I'm lying, but I have naturally full eyebrows, so if I fill them in correctly, they don't look that bad. But as you can see right here, I have like a couple of like long eyebrow hairs that don't want to lay down. So I am due for an eyebrow trim. Okay, even though this one's on fleek, I'm just gonna overdraw this one a little bit more to match the arch of the other one, and then lightly fill it in. Now I want an ombre effect, but this is my base color, so begin adding colors at the front. Okay, so now that I got that first blue base down by, you know, starting light and then adding more pigment as I go in. I'm going to now start on the front and draw brush-like strokes. Oh shit. Sometimes my wrist does its own thing, but it's okay. And you're just gonna blend that in like that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my spoolie brush and blend the bottom here and start mixing these colors in over here. And I'm not using the side of my spoolie brush, I'm using the very tip. So I feel that blends everything the best. And I'm dragging it all just sideways along with my brow, but later on I'm gonna go in and then drag them up so my brows look like they're standing up and not laying down. And right now we just want one real even coat of blue. So starting down at the bottom, dragging very subtly to the top like this, using the tip of the spoolie brush, and then dragging sideways to blend everything in with each other. And by taking the excess product that we have, so it's both blue and turquoise now on my spoolie brush, I'm going to bring that back to the front and use whatever product is on my spoolie brush to help blend these two colors in. And now I'm going more in a diagonal angle to help the hairs begin standing up. And also blend them out better. Next, you want to go in with your normal eyebrow pencil. Today I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in the color 202 Black Brown. That's what that looks like. And we're going to be focusing on the outer wing of our brows. And basically the tail is where this color will go. Only to darken it up just a little bit. Like that. You still want it to be blue, but you want it to be like a darker blue, like a navy blue. The middle to be like a royal cobalt blue, and then the front to be like a light turquoise blue. Again with our spoolie brush to blend everything in. Now if there isn't enough blue, you can go back and add a little bit more. And now I'm using the whole spoolie brush, like the flat side of it, to brush my brows up because we're almost about done. And then when I get to the tail, I'm gonna show you. I use the tip of the spoolie brush again, and I just brush it up like this and then down like that. So now we are going to go in with a foundation color that matches, or a concealer color that matches. The color I'm going to be using today is LA Girls Pro Concealer and the colorful, oops, oh my goodness, let's try that again. So the color that I'm going to be using today is LA Girls Pro Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze. That's what that looks like. And when you do your brows, you don't want to have too much product. Like, for example, that bulge, the bulge that's coming out of there is too much product for me. It's going to seep into my brows. So what I do is I take the excess onto my lid until I have enough product on the applicator to where the product will apply smoothly without being too dry. And then this is kind of like using an angle brush, so I just take my time and I line my brows. And like I said, since this is a dark color, you have to be careful so it doesn't bleed. Another thing, since we did those hair-like strokes, we don't want to seal it in with doing a concealer strip at the front just yet. So I'm going to actually start back here in about the middle of my brow. And this is where I'm going to begin aligning my brow to clean everything up. And then for me, I don't know if y'all can see it, but my concealer doesn't attach to the end of my brow. I kind of just like wing it all the way out until it comes to a point on its own, but I don't try to end where my brow ends, because I noticed that when I do that, it just really doesn't look that natural. So I kind of just give it a little room to do its own thing. So yeah, just take your time. If there's anywhere where you messed up, this will be the time to fix it. So like this brow is definitely shaped a little bit different. So now I'm gonna go through and fix it. Like I said, this brow is shaped a little bit different, so I'm going to fix it by actually going over the part that I don't like. And I check myself in the mirror and the camera just to make sure everything is looking the same. So I actually like this shape better, but this one's already skinny. So I'm gonna have to go back and just take off that little extra part right there. That's easy. Just go over it. And take off a little bit more. Just tap it right here. And now what I see is that this one's a little bit too arched, so I'm going to try to round it out a little bit more. And by doing that, it's kind of like drawing a line like straight across like this, but in a curved motion. So I don't know if you've seen that. And my brows are getting pretty close. So now what you're gonna do is you could take your, I do two different things depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I take my angle brush and I use my angle brush to smear this product up and out, just to help with the blending process so I won't have to get too close to my brows and possibly mess them up. And the same thing here. At the top, I turn my angle brush, like, I turn it this way. On this eyebrow, I have the brush this way. And then at the bottom, I have it this way, so following the angle of my brow. So if I was doing this brow, I would have my brush flipped this way if I was doing the bottom, and then this way if I was doing the top. Okay, so now I'm just blending that out with the angled brush just to help. A little bit more here. And then the same thing with the top. And now my finger was on steroids or something. My hand wasn't stable, and I drew the front part of the ombre brow a little bit too high. So now is when I'm going to take the angled brush and kind of cover that without making such a harsh line, because you want the front to look like it kind of fades in, so, and like there's actually hair there. So that's how I do that. Just continue to blend. And you're not trying to make this like blend like all the way into your skin. You're just giving yourself something to start off with, so then you can go in with your foundation brush or like a blending brush and kind of just blend it in now. So see, like with me using the angle brush to kind of just use it to help spread out away from my brows, I don't have to be as precise. And when I get to my lids here, I kind of just dab everything in, because I want the color right here to be saturated for when I do my brow highlight. And the top, I just swipe it away so it can blend as much as possible with my forehead. And then again, I dab. So now what I do is I check my wings, check the tails of my eyebrows, make sure they look good. Check the arches and the shape of my eyebrows just to make sure they look good. I noticed that the front of my brow, this one hangs a little bit lower, so I'm going to use whatever excess I have on this angle brush to kind of just bring up that piece right there. Just kind of help it match each other. And this one has like a little piece that's too long, so I'm just going to cover that up a little bit. And then I'm checking my shapes, making sure they match, checking my colors, making sure they match. What's it called? Raising my eyebrows, making sure they match. And again, that front brow is still too low. And like I said, this eyebrow is just really on fleek. I don't know why. Like the muscle, it's like maybe I should have massaged my eyebrow before I did so, but this eyebrow is just really on fleek. But it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, this muscle is just on fleek. I don't know why. Okay, so what else? For the most part, they are twins. I see some places that I could make them a little bit better. For example, this one, this blue starts a little bit further. So what I'm gonna do is very light, not even, I'm going across the hairs, not even my skin. I'm just drawing like a little, I'm just adding a little blue right there to kind of make it start a little bit sooner. Okay, so this is the last time we're gonna brush the brow to blend everything in. And I'm brushing all my hairs up, all of them, up, up, up. Brushing all my hairs up. And then I'm going to go in with my Salon Perfect eyebrow gel. And I'm going to brush the front of my eyebrows up. And then, like when I get to the top, I'm going to curve it like that. Up and over, up and over, up and over. So the bottom of the hairs are like straight, and then they kind of like curve into each other. Let me see if you can see. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see what I'm doing, so y'all would just have to get it. And then when I get to the tail, I just brush this one down, and I try to line everything in what we drew already. And this is a little too high, out of my line. Same thing here, up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. Then tail, and then how I push everything into it is like I just lightly line the side of the brow, and the side of the brow, and it goes in. But like I told y'all before, I do need to trim my eyebrows. So they're not all gonna go in and be perfect, but y'all get the idea. Y'all get it, at least. Okay. Personally, I think the brows look good like this, but if I want to do a little bit extra, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. contour brush and my Techniques Color Fix bronzing palette, and I'm going to go in with this light shade right here. And I'm just going to dab on this color underneath my brow bone to highlight it just a little bit. Just like that. And then the absolute very last thing I do, especially like if this was the end of my makeup, is I would have a highlight on. So then what I do is I highlight my brow. And the highlighter I'm going to use today is the Milani Baked Bronzer in the color in the color 04 Glow. And this is a very subtle glow, so not too much. And I highlight all this part. I just go over that highlight I drag it down and connect with my other highlight. Honestly, I make like a C shape. And then I go right over the arch of my brow. Yeah, this is actually how I do my brows on a normal basis, just without the color. If I was to do like a dark brown brow, this is actually what I would do. Yeah, it's really cute for when you want to do something different. It has a nice ombre effect. You can do this with any color. You can do it with pink and red. You can do it with red and purple. You can do it with blue and green. I've done it with green, light green and dark green. I've done it with red. I've done it with every color, red, burgundy, orange. Honestly, I just love playing with makeup and how it can affect and change the colors of really anything. Y'all can't tell me nothing. They are twins, they are twins, they are twins. Tell me something, I dare you. But yeah, this is how I do the blue brows. This video has been long enough. I hope you enjoyed how I do my colored brows. I'll leave links to other videos that are kind of similar to this one, just in different colors, different techniques. I just really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications to stay updated with weekly videos. Thank you so much for watching. Chime in next time. Bye. Oh yeah, if you scrunch your eyebrows and it still fits in your eyebrows and it's not like a weird like squiggly shape, you did that.